Hey everyone, these are what I've got left of the November and December Kitaholic kits. So I put them together. They sort of went together, but you could sort of, some things had to be separated when I was building with it. But that's okay, that's a fun challenge, but it meant that I got to use a fair bit up. As you can see, this is the only pattern paper I've got left, some brandy strips and a couple of little pieces. I do have a fair bit of ephemera stickers and whatnot left, so I'll be able to put them together and use them on upcoming projects. So a few little stickers. I'm thinking I can move these ones to here and just have one sheet rather than two hanging around with the pink fresh stickers. There's a few hanging around, sort of autumny kind of things, and I wasn't working on that. Couple of labels, just a couple, not too many. They're easy enough to use in upcoming projects. Oh, I can't pick it up. Couple of stickers, this late nights one, this little Instax frame, just have fun. These palm trees, which I tried to use in my happy place. Again, not going to put them to waste. I will put them in my stash, put them on my little desk to use up. Now, not all the packaging, but there is a fair bit of packaging that I kept because I thought there'd be some good use to it, but I didn't use it except for this one piece, so I'll keep that for something later. A couple of the pockets left and some of the tags that went with it. Of course, the stencils are still good to go, so I'll put them with my stash. Some awesome Vicky Bouton ones. Now, alphas, I used lots of this one. I love these ones. These are very cool in texture, color and size. So I'll see what I can make with them. And then I think I used one, maybe two titles with these, so I'll be able to use them for a bit more. And then I used quite a few titles out of this, as you can see, but there is still a lot left because of the nature of those alphas. A few diamantes left, a few wood veneer hearts, and then a few of the ephemera die cut pieces left. Some of the cut aparts from the paper, and there was a couple of die cut packs, so of course there's a little left. So let's put this to the side, and then I'll show you all the layouts that I've created. I didn't create as much as I often do create, but sometimes that's the nature of creating, right? So to start with, I did a live on one of the Kitaholic crops recently, and I made some DIY embellishments. So I've got 3 of them left, and the challenge was to make DIY embellishments and use some of them. So I put 1, 2, 3, 4 onto this layout. Lovely little fun layout. That's in the live on the Kitaholics channel. Facebook group, I should say. There's this fun one with this mixed media background. That was a bit different for me. I love this one. So simple, but don't need to go crazy with this one because of the background. Another simple one, lots of pattern paper in the background. This one was fun. I just cut that pattern paper so I could have the blues and then that little yellow and green up the top, and then created the layout and coloured in my wood veneer pieces. Fussy cut one of the pattern papers with all those florals on it and made this fun little layout about watching the ducks. Another one with pattern paper background. This one, bit of a cluster happening here. Use that title and put a label and some journaling on. This one was a DIY embellishment. I did have something over this a while, but then I didn't like it when I came to make this layout. This one is a fun mixed media page. I've got a whole pile of different things to make the background. Added some cut aparts, some layering and a title. little grid layout, using up all these cut aparts, layering in the background. And the title's Why Not, like as in why not take a selfie. A really fun mixed media background. I was just having fun playing with some colour in the stencil. Again with these florals, added those die cut titles and some journaling down the side. Another one with a good amount of pattern paper being used, and then 3 little clusters. This one's a fun one. I just had fun chopping this pattern paper and made like a little sunburst kind of windmill kind of look, stitched them down and put some ink splatters, and then made this little cluster in the background. Again, florals, used them down the left, and used these photos to add 3 little clusters, and then my title up the side. Again, there was a fair few cut apart pieces left. We got a couple in between the 2 kits. So I've just added them in a little bit of a haphazard random way and put on some whole pile of journaling in the photo. This was 2 of the cut files, so the same cut file, and I just turned it to sort of make a wreath. One of the exclusive cut files from a previous month. Just using it to see how my Cameo 4 went, to see if it was working when I first got it. And so I just backed it with a whole pile of paper and got some of that pattern paper used up. Lots of layery goodness here. And then I used all those little cut out part stars, or stars that were from the cut apart, should I say, and then chucked a cluster in the middle. I actually think I made this cluster, yeah I did, I made this cluster in this photo for this background, but then I wasn't liking it, so I made it onto this one. Used the alphas here and had some fun drawing the outlines of the stars, and then a white doodly border. So they're the layouts. So I've got 1, 2, I didn't make any project life. 3, that's interesting. 4, 5, some of them are really thick. 6, it's throwing me off when I'm picking them up. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. So lots of pattern paper backgrounds to make full pattern paper and get a lot used up. So hopefully that's inspired you to get out some kits or a collection and kill it and get some scrappy time in. Have a great one. Bye guys.